Welcome to Chestnut Bend, which is a highly sought after residential neighbourhood in Franklin, Tennessee, located just off the Hillsborough Road and north of downtown Franklin. Now, the neighbourhood which I'm outlining for you here has approximately 178 homes. There are two entrances. This one here is Farrier Lane, the side entrance, and the main one is Joel Cheek Boulevard, which is really handy because both of them are controlled by traffic lights because the Hillsborough Road is a busy one. Now, this is the main entrance to the subdivision. It has a divided boulevard. It has quite a grand entrance, which is tree lined. And looking to the left of the entrance here, you can see Franklin High School. Now, often people are concerned about the implications of being next to a high school in terms of traffic for the neighbourhood, but the access is not through that shared Joel Cheek Boulevard. Even though there is an access, the main entrance to the high school for all the students and faculty is actually on another entrance further up Hillsborough Road, which is controlled by the traffic guards. The neighbourhood was built from 1998 to 2002, so over the course of 4 years, and the homes are more traditional in style and layout. They typically have 4 to 5 bedrooms and 2 to 3 car garages, and the square footage ranges from the low 3,000s up to the high 4,000s, with the average being around 3,500, 3,600, something like that. The lot sizes are just under about half an acre. You'll notice as I'm driving round, in the development of this neighbourhood, they've kept the garages on the same side. So I find people tend to prefer that, so you can be out kind of pootling in your garage and you're not right next door to your neighbour doing exactly the same thing with his. The neighbourhood has very well maintained yards, mature trees and sidewalks throughout. There's a real pride of ownership where all the properties are very well maintained. In terms of prices range from the low 900s up to around 1.5, 1.6 million, depending on size, features and condition. The HOA is currently at $220 a quarter. A fantastic benefit to Chestnut Bend is look at this incredible space behind the homes. Behind those trees there is the Harpeth River for anyone that's interested in fishing or kayaking. Not only does the neighbourhood have sidewalks throughout, but there is also an extensive walking trail called the Chestnut Bend Trail, and the neighbourhood has a swimming pool and a hot tub. When it comes to schools, the neighbourhood is zoned for Franklin Special District for elementary and middle school. So those schools are Johnson Elementary and Freedom Intermediate. And for high school, it's zoned for Williamson County Franklin High, which is within walking distance just next door. Just to give you some context of what else is around the neighbourhood, here, as we've discussed, is the Harpeth River, and this road is called the Mac Hatcher, leads directly to Cool Springs, so you're literally about 5 minutes away. We've got downtown Franklin circled here within walking distance, and just opposite the neighbourhood we have some more amenities with a Starbucks, a large Kroger, and if you're into thrifting, there's a really good Goodwill there as well. Circling now is the Franklin wastewater treatment plant, but don't worry about that, you can never smell a thing. This is the largest private school in Franklin, Battleground Academy, and as we've discussed, the high school, Franklin High, is within walking distance just next door. One thing to mention when it comes to the neighbourhood and the Harpeth River behind it, the subdivision has been specifically designed around the flow of the river, as you can see here. Also, the river lies at a much lower level than where the neighbourhood sits, so I'm not aware that flooding is an issue at all here. Well, I hope this has been a useful guide to Chestnut Bend and a deep dive into everything this wonderful neighbourhood has to offer. If you're thinking of making a move or relocating to the Franklin area, get in touch. I'd love to help.